No, okay, so I'm going to see if I can enhance these foothills. It's an unusual view. It's coming like if you're coming by McAllister around on the other side of the Ennis Lake. I was going to do the whole lake and everything, but you know, the composition wasn't just right. So we'll see if I can bring out these foothills a little bit more. This is my third session of this painting. First I did the sky, then I did the mountains because June 14th. Snow on the mountains, green grass and everything. It's pretty unusual. Stormy clouds in the background. That's kind of the feel. I think it's kind of cool, but we'll see how this works out as a painting. God's paintings are so much more vibrant, but I love to try to reinterpret these, so I'm just going to give it a go. This is liquid, and so my oil paint dries a whole lot faster. That way I can paint a lot faster. Kitty. Someone's told me that you should use like really long brushes because you need to stand back when you're like doing these things. This is all just subtle stuff. I need to fill that in. I need to fill this in a little bit more. If you've never been in Montana, the weather's really weird and the light conditions are so amazing. You see things that you just wouldn't really believe you could see. And that's what I try to convey. And so maybe my paintings look like, oh, she doesn't really know color, but you know what? That's the whole thing about Montana. We get like the most amazing color formations, and I kind of have to just go with my remembrance of these awesome colors and stuff. Like, who would think you could get these bright whites with these intense greens? But in Montana, we actually get stuff like that. It's incredible. Now I just kind of like wing it, and you know, nothing is like going to be like super one color. So I'm adding some more blues in here into the snow because it was really bright and the sun really intensified it. I love the look of this time of year. I don't know how this is going to work for a video. Might be kind of boring, but this is how I do it. Yeah, just kind of get in there and let it happen. Just for the heck of it, I'm going to put a little blue down here, see what happens. There is a lake right here. And this lake, you can't really see it, but there are really cool grasses and stuff, so I think I need to stick with the grasses. So we'll get back to the greens and yellows and stuff down in here, because they're just like beautiful colors. It's so intense, beautiful. Dang, that's why I love to paint. Oh my gosh, there's just like so many cool things and shapes. Yeah, this is what I do. Oh. And I think I like really want to put some, like, something in the foreground. I gotta wait for it to dry though. And I don't know how well these hills are showing up. Yeah, I need more intensity in those hills for sure. Like in here. Just so you know, sort of like foothills that are green because it's summertime. Spots of really bright colors every once in a while. Yeah. Okay, so. But not too much though, because these are off in the distance, you know, so it's subtle. Everything's subtle in this kind of a deal, but there's like amazing foothills. If anybody's ever taken Jack Creek Road, like, okay, so back in here is like Big Sky Ski Resort. This is one part of Lone Mountain, and this actually in here is Fan Mountain, but it looks different because of the angle. And these, we got these like foothills that are just amazing. It's rugged, wild country out here. People think they can build homes on these mountains. And they spend one winter out here and it's like, oh my God, what am I thinking? Yeah, right. Well, we know what you're thinking. You weren't thinking because you didn't know. You don't know how to think this stuff. Oh, that's the wrong color. That should be more green. Okay, yeah, we're starting to get the effect of them. And there's a lot of rocks in there and rugged stuff, and you just don't, kind of hard to really, you know, light reflects all over, bounces all over the place in these mountains, especially with this kind of weather that we have. That is really unusual. I love the variations we get here in Montana, and that's why I paint, because it's just crazy. Now here we got some like really steep sloping type of hills, and there'd be like rocks and stuff in here, which you only just get subtle reflections. Well, a lot of people don't really pay attention to this stuff. I do. I spend a lot of time on the road as a passenger, so I'm one of the lucky ones. I get to see this stuff all the time. And so it's sort of easy for me to intuitively put in these almost like details, which aren't really details. It's just kind of bringing to life these hills. What do you think? I don't know. I don't know. I kind of might need to think about this. I'll do a little bit more because I see some places which could go like really dark. I love the darkness of these variations. You get these depths in here. See where else? Right in here. Those are those little canyons. I mean, it's like, wow. It's just amazing. Try to go up there. And then down in here, I think it's kind of cool to get that. You know, there I'm going to put a few little ideas of, like there would be like probably some trees and things. Just create a little bit more interest down here. I don't want to take away from the, so like we got a few more trees and stuff. But it's all, this is like a landscape. It's far away distance, so you're not going to see a lot of these details. It's just, you know, most people don't really get to see this kind of stuff, and I don't know, maybe if I can convey it a little bit with my art, I think it's kind of a fun challenge. I always have to step back and look at it because, oh yeah, that's it a little bit. I like those bright spots. I'm going to get some more bright spots in there. I think that just sort of adds to it. Like in here, the sun bounces all over. That's a cool thing. And the light, oh man, you just never know where